Kamusta po OTG friends? And welcome back to our channel. My name is Ray, your chef on the go. And for today's video, we will be talking about home renting in Australia. A simple guide for renters and tenants, especially new migrants arriving in Australia. And if you are interested, please keep on watching. I'll appreciate if you subscribe, follow, like, and share, and kindly hit the notification bell so that you will be updated with our upcoming videos. You can also comment down below, and I will try my best to answer your questions in our future videos. Home renting in Australia. The process of home renting can always feel a bit overwhelming, regardless you are a first-time renter or a seasoned tenant moving into a new home. A quick shout out to Chef Anthony Dime and Chef Deben Giabatamang. They just recently arrived. Mabuhay and a very warm welcome to Australia. Enjoy your journey. Renting for the first time is a big step, and there is a lot to consider before signing a lease. Before leaving your childhood home, it's important to get everything you need and make a plan. The steps for how to rent a home are: number 1, look for a house for rent or a unit for lease. 2, contact the landlord or property manager. 3, schedule an inspection or an in-person visit. 4th, submit your rental application. 5th, sign a rental tenancy agreement or lease. Number 6, submit your rental bond, rent in advance, and renter's insurance if applicable. Number 7, submit a property condition report. And number 8, move in at your new place. Things to consider when looking to rent a house. Moving out and into your first home is exciting for many people, as it means you get to decide what you need to live comfortably and make a place of your own. Before looking for a house to rent, it's a good idea to make a list of must-have qualities and nice-to-have qualities in a rental home so you can easily narrow your search to finding the right rental property. Things to consider include: number 1, occupants. Can you live with roommates or do you want to live alone? Number 2, renting budget. How much can you afford each month, including utilities and other rental costs? Number 3, size. How many bedrooms and bathrooms do you need? Property type. Renting a house or a unit. 5, location. What locations are you willing to live in? 6, transportation. Do you need to be close to public transport or do you need a car space? And last, special circumstances. Do you need a pet-friendly or smoke-friendly rental? Moving forward, rental application form and application process. Once you have found a home that you are interested in, you need to submit a rental application to be considered for the tenancy. Many of those who have never rented worry they won't qualify for a rental home because they don't have a rental history. However, there are steps you can take as a first-time renter to have a better chance of getting the property, and certain documents can make it easier to get qualified to rent. Minimum or initial requirements are passport or photo ID, verification of employment and income, references, a reference from your employer, neighbor, and a personal reference, and a recent utility bill or phone bill. Once you have applied and been accepted, you will be expected to sign a tenancy agreement. A residential tenancy agreement is another name for a lease, which is the contract that renter signs with the landlord of a property to be able to rent a place to live. A lease must include the following: landlord, management, and tenant details, the length and type of tenancy, conditions for breaking the contract early, how much rent is due and how it will be paid, the amount of bond to be paid, obligations of both parties for things such as maintenance, cleanliness, or use of premises, special terms such as pets, smoking, or guests. Residential tenancy agreements differ depending on the type of lease, short, long, or periodic, and which state you live in. Residential leases fall into two categories: fixed-term lease and periodic lease. Fixed-term leases simply mean that there is an exact length or rental term established within the lease. This fixed term can be anywhere from 1 month, 6 months, 1 year, or longer. Although fixed-term leases are the most common form of rental agreement, there are strict rules for breaking a lease that is fixed term. Therefore, renters should carefully weigh the decision before signing a fixed-term lease. There are some circumstances that you can opt to a longer fixed-term lease. These leases allow for more flexibility within the terms of the lease, such as rent increases, additional money for a bond, and modifications and maintenance to the property. Periodic leases are month-to-month rental agreements without an end date or specified term length. With a periodic lease, either the tenant or the landlord can end the agreement at any time with a 30 days notice. Periodic leases often begin as a fixed-term lease, and once the term expires, it becomes a periodic lease. Here are some other documents that you may be asked to submit when home renting. Number 1, rental bonds. 2, rent in advance and property condition report. A rental bond is a sum of money that acts as a security deposit in case there is any damage to the home caused as a result of your tenancy. If you take proper care of the home and there is no damage, then the rental bond should be returned to you at the end of your tenancy. In addition to submitting a rental bond, some landlords require several weeks of rent in advance. This is similar to a rental bond. However, the money is not returned at the end of the tenancy. Instead, it gets discounted from your first month's rent. Lastly, almost all properties require tenants to fill out a property condition report. This inspection will serve as an initial overview to help you find things to include in the property condition report, which documents all the damage to the property that was there when you moved in. Please check the following things when inspecting a house or unit for lease. Number 1, damage to the interior and exterior of the home. 2, taps, appliances, wall sockets, and lights work properly. Next, fixtures are properly attached and function properly. For example, lighting, door handles, locks, wall hangings, and etc. Next are doors and windows function properly. The photos and online listing match what is actually being rented. Another helpful tip will be finding a NBN socket or an internet connection within the property. This is another expense in case you will be the one to shoulder the cost of applying for an internet connection when you move into the place. Just a recap of our video today. Before signing a lease, consider these things: length of lease, utilities, are they included, amenities, what's offered and at what cost, security deposit terms, interior design changes, rent payment and late fees. Establish a good relationship with the property manager or landlord. Protect your security deposit and do your own inspection. Document any existing damage. Know the initial rental lease terms. Learn if you can customize. Confirm pet policy and consider to commute. Hopefully this was helpful. I just wanted to share this with you since this is something we learned. Please share this with friends and family who might think this topic interesting. Please don't forget to subscribe, follow, like, share, and kindly hit the notification bell so that you will be updated with our upcoming videos. You can leave a comment and I will try my best to answer it in future videos. Hope to see you soon. Thank you for watching and God bless.